Americans had been coming up with financial assistance. They had been helping Pakistanis out whenever there is a catastrophe. And you people have been pumping in money over here every now and then. But then again, you Americans have failed to win the hearts and minds of the people on the streets. What went wrong and where? Is there like a foreign policy flaw at your end, or is the strategy at flaw at your end? What exactly is wrong?
It's a very good question. I think we recognize that over many, many years, not 1 year or two, more like 1 decade or two, a deficit of trust has built up between our two countries. Perhaps it was based on actions that one country or the other took. Perhaps it was based on an intense focus 20 years ago when Pakistan and the United States were working side by side to help drive the Soviet Union out of neighboring Afghanistan. And we recognize that there's a view that the people of Pakistan feel that the United States, after driving the Soviet Union out of Afghanistan, turned its back on Pakistan. And we accept that criticism. But now I think we are trying to help, together with the government of Pakistan, convince the Pakistani people, let's look forward, not backward. We have the ability to build a new relationship between our two countries. We are committed to a long-term partnership with Pakistan. We recognize that that is not going to change attitudes overnight, but we believe that if we continue the intense dialogue and action with Pakistan, over time we will reassure the people of Pakistan of our intentions.
Okay, so it's going to take a while, because the trust deficit is, there's a lot of trust deficit, and as you said, that the people of Pakistan, they think that after the Cold War era, they were ditched, and in 71 they were also ditched. So there is a trust deficit over here. Is it a long-term strategy over there or no?
Well, I think what is different about our approach this time, again, if you go back 20 years, our involvement with Pakistan was principally on the security front. And that involvement still remains. We are trying to help Pakistan deal with a violent extremism that exists along the border between Pakistan and Afghanistan that is a threat not only to Pakistan, but also to neighboring countries, but also to the United States. But our strategy is focused as significantly, if not more significantly, on the civilian side. We will continue to work closely with Pakistan's security forces. It is in our mutual interest to do so. I think what is new about the relationship that we're trying to build is our emphasis on delivering services and helping the government of Pakistan deliver services to the people of Pakistan. So actually, this has multiple dimensions. We are trying to change the relationship between the United States and the people of Pakistan. But we're also trying to help Pakistan build a closer relationship between the Pakistani government and the Pakistani people. And so we're working hard to help build up institutions of government so that Pakistan itself can deliver more services and help stabilize its country and begin to lift its citizens to a higher level of prosperity.
Okay, but then again, there's an issue in Pakistan, because if you're like counting on the government, or if you're helping out the government, then people in Pakistan who have most of the people in Pakistan, or you can say a big figure in Pakistan, they don't like the government, or there's no trust on the government as such. So how would you like to take care of that? Do you have something in your mind?
Well, again, I think if we can demonstrate to the people of Pakistan, working with the Pakistani government, that it is growing its capacity to deliver meaningful services to its own people, that transforming the relationship with the United States, in part relies on transforming the relationship between the people of Pakistan and its own government. And this is very, very important. This is a challenge for Pakistan. It's a challenge for many other countries around the world. Success in the 21st century will depend on the quality of government that any particular country has. And that government has to work on behalf of all of the people of any country. If the people perceive that the government's working on behalf of the elites or one constituency at the expense of another, that will ultimately affect the ability of that society to move forward. So we recognize that one of the weaknesses within Pakistan is the strength of its government and the belief that that government is working on behalf of all, not working on behalf of a privileged few. So we are stressing to the government of Pakistan, we are going to help you, but you have to expand your capacity and ultimately transform your relationship with your own people. We're here to help, but we can't actually solve that problem for the government or the people. This is something that has to occur within Pakistan itself.
Okay. So that's why you people are stressing that we should increase the volume of our taxes over here, because you people, whatever assistance is coming from states, from America, they're all American taxpayers' money, and that is American taxpayers' money which is coming into Pakistan, and you people are helping the Pakistanis out, which is the American taxpayers' money, and through that money you are helping us out, Pakistan out. So that's why the Secretary of State is stressing that we should increase all the net of taxes in Pakistan, right? So that's why you people are stressing on Pakistan that the net of taxes in Pakistan should be broadened, increased, right?
It's a very vital point. Take the recent floods. It has created many billions of dollars worth of damage. Now we, the United States, can help provide some assistance to help Pakistan reconstruct itself, but the majority of the funds that will be necessary to help Pakistan recover from the flood will have to be generated from inside Pakistan itself. And what is crucial is that if you look at Pakistan's macro finances, right now the tax rate relative to the gross domestic product is 9%. And yet, at 9%, Pakistan cannot generate the funds necessary to not only help the country recover from the flood, but also help meet the profound needs that Pakistan has going forward. We, the United States, are committing billions of dollars over several years to help Pakistan. But the real solutions to the future of Pakistan exist not outside of the country, but they exist inside of the country. We will be a friend, we will be a partner, we will be there to help Pakistan, but ultimately the future of Pakistan should be shaped by the Pakistani people, and the Pakistani government will not be shaped by any outside country or outside force.